The moment she said no, you thought you lost everything. But what if that no was actually the beginnings of something bigger? Her rejection didn't break you. It exposed you. It showed you what you ignored, what you tolerated, what you begged for. It wasn't the end of the story. It was the end of the version of you that settled for less. Sometimes a no isn't rejection, it's redirection. She walked away. And that's when you finally walked back to yourself. Remember, the right person won't need convincing. They'll choose you effortlessly. She finally said no, and for a moment, you froze. You thought it was rejection, failure, an ending. But the truth is that no was a mirror, showing you where you compromised, where you settled, and where you forgot your own worth. That one word shifted everything. It wasn't the end of your story. It was the beginning of your awakening. The moment she walked away, you realized that nothing you chase desperately is ever truly yours. Attraction, respect, love, it only flows naturally when boundaries exist. That no reminded you of your power, your independence, and your ability to attract the right energy effortlessly. Hearing her say no stings, and it should. Pain is the messenger you've been ignoring. That simple word cracked open the walls you built, forcing clarity. You see, people who love themselves don't need constant validation. They know their worth. Her no was not a rejection of you, but a rejection of what was unhealthy, unbalanced, and draining. And in that moment, a shift happens. Your perspective changes, your energy changes, and suddenly, the right people and the right love start gravitating toward you naturally. She said no, and everything you thought mattered suddenly didn't. The late texts, the pleading, the chasing, it all disappeared. Because her no didn't end love, it ended dependence. It ended one-sided effort. That no was a reset button. It gave you the gift of reflection, to see your own value, to see your own limits, to stop giving attention to what isn't mutual. Attraction, real connection, and respect only exist where energy flows both ways. That no awakened you to your worth, quietly, powerfully, and permanently. When she said no, it wasn't rejection, it was revelation. It revealed how much you tolerated, how much you adjusted, how much you begged silently for someone else's attention. That one word peeled away illusions, exposing your truth. It's a gift disguised as pain, because after that no, you start walking differently. You carry yourself with clarity. You no longer shrink to fit someone else's expectation. You no longer compromise your energy. That no didn't break your world. It rebuilt it from the inside out. Her no wasn't a door closing. It was a window opening. It let you see what you ignored for far too long. How often did you bend, soften, and lower your boundaries? How often did you ignore your intuition? That no reminded you. Attraction, respect, and love only exist when you honor yourself. And when you start honoring yourself, suddenly, people who were never right fall away, and the ones who belong begin to arrive naturally. That no wasn't a loss. It was the start of your glow up. When she finally said no, the world felt smaller, but your perspective grew. That no wasn't about losing someone. It was about discovering yourself. It was about realizing you don't need approval, attention, or consent to feel whole. She walked away, and the universe gave you back something more valuable: self-respect, emotional independence, and the power to attract relationships that honor you. Every rejection holds a lesson. Every no carries a gift. And this one, it changed everything. She said no. And suddenly you understand why desperation kills attraction. You realize the chasing, the constant trying, the bending over backwards. It was never magnetic. That no forced you to step back, to reclaim your energy, and to show up differently. Because real connection isn't built on pleading. It's built on presence, confidence, and emotional clarity. That one no became the wake-up call your heart needed. And after that, everything in love, attraction, and respect starts shifting in your favor. Her no echoes differently when you finally understand it. It's not a rejection of love, it's a rejection of imbalance. It's her way of saying, be whole, be strong, be unapologetically yourself. That one word strips away illusions, exposes your truth, and sets the stage for real attraction. The moment she said no, everything changed. Because you stopped giving energy to what wasn't mutual. You stopped shrinking. You started growing. And growth? Growth is magnetic. When she finally said no, the world didn't end. Your story shifted. That no gave you permission. Permission to honor yourself. Permission to stop chasing. Permission to step into your own power. Everything you thought mattered vanished, and only clarity remained. And here's the truth. The right people will never require pleading. They'll meet your energy, match your respect, and flow with your presence naturally. Her no wasn't the end. It was the beginning of your transformation.